Good morning, fellow brothers and sisters, forecasters and fans all over the world. Thank you once again for believing in Togbi Ashali and following me closely. Now, I told you I have a system I am following that is giving win. All we need to do is to exercise patience and follow closely. I need you to understand the system I am using. When you get the understanding, it will help you to win. The Bible let us know that lack of knowledge, my own people perish. So what do we need? We need knowledge of the game. Knowledge of the game, and in the game. When you get knowledge, it will help you win the game and win big. So without wasting much time, I'm taking you through the system again. I try to show you this system on Facebook. But those who are in my WhatsApp group, you can have access to it from here. Now, I need you to pay much attention to what I'm going to show you. Now, this is international. Last Sunday international, the one we won with, is only 4 numbers, and you win. You don't waste much your time paying plenty numbers. You need to know what you are doing. If you know what you are doing, you can win and win big. Now, I started the system and I ran the calculation for all the 9 groups. This is group 1. This is group 2. This is group 3. This is group 4. This is group 5, 6, group 7, and group 8. It's group 9, but I ended it here because what I was looking for, I found it. Now, you take your international lotto paper. You look for the first 2 group 1 numbers. The first 2 group 1 numbers. This is group 1. This is group 1. Now, this is the last group 1 that played in international lotto. When you go up a little bit up, you will see 8, 28, 28. They are all group 1 numbers. Now, subtract 28 from 82 and it will give you difference of 54. Difference 54. Now, 54 plus 9 will give us 63. 63. That means 63 is going to be our main key figure to be subtracted from this group 1. The word is subtract. You will subtract it. 63 from 82, 63 from 28. Now, so you put 63 under the group 1 numbers. You put it under it. Now, when you subtract 63 from 28, it will not give you group 1 number. Mind you, this is group 1, so all that you are doing is you arrive at group 1. It cannot give you group 1 number. That is why I put 0, 0 here. Very good. Now, when you subtract 63 from 82, it's going to give you 19. 19. 19. The counterpart of 19 is 64. 64. Very good. So this is group 1. Now, group 2. When you pick your paper and you look for the last 2 group 2 numbers that played. This is the last group 2 that played, 74. When you go up a little bit, you will see 47. Now, subtract 47 from 74 is going to give you 27. 27. Now, this 27 plus 9 will give us 36. 36. So that means you will subtract 36 from 74. 36 from 47. Now, when we subtract 36 from 47, it's going to give us 11. 11. The counterpart of 11 is 56. When we subtract 36 from 74, it's going to give us 38. The counterpart is 83. Very good. Now, group 3. You look for the last 2 group 3 that played. The last group 3 that played was 57. 57. When you go up on the same international paper, up, you will see single 3. Subtract single 3 from 57 is going to give you 54. Now, 54 plus of 9 will give us 63. So that means 63 is going to be a key figure to be subtracted from these two group 3 numbers. When we subtract 63 from 57, so it should give us group 3 number. But when you do the subtraction, you can't get group 3 number. That is why I put these numbers here. Those that cannot give us any group that we are looking for, I put 0, 0. Very good. Let's come to group 4. You look for last two group 4 that played. We have 13 and 67. This is the last group 4 that played. When you go up small, you see 67. You try to look very well so that you don't miss it. If you do a mistake, the game will not play or it will chop you. So subtract 13 from 67, it will give us 54. 54 plus 9, 63. So that means 63 is going to be the key factor to be subtracted from 67 and 13. Now subtract 63 from 67 is going to give us 4. The counterpart of 4 is 49. Subtract 63 from 13 is going to give us 50. And 50 is not group 4. So it cannot work. You put 0, 0. Group 5. The last group 5 that played was 32. When you go up a little bit, you see 50, 50. Subtract 32 from 50 is going to give us 18. 18. And 18 plus 9 will give us 27. 18 plus 9 will give us 27. So that means 27 is going to be a key factor to be subtracted from the top group 5 numbers. So subtract 27 from 50 is going to give you 23. The counterpart is 68. Subtract 27 from 32. It will give us 5. The counterpart is 0. 50 is 50, sorry, 50. Now this is group 6. You look for the two group 6 numbers that played. The last group 6 numbers that played is 87 and 69. Subtract 69 from 87 is going to give us 18. Now 18 plus of 9 will give us 27. So that means 27 is going to be the key factor to be subtracted from these numbers. When we subtract 27 from 87, it will give us 60. The counterpart is 15. Subtract 27 from 69 is going to give us 42. The counterpart is 87. Now, group 7. Group 7. This is the last group 7 that played. When you subtract 16 from 61, it's going to give us 45. 45 plus of 9 will give us 54. That means 54 is going to be a key factor to be subtracted from the top group 7 numbers. Subtract 54 from 16, it can give you group 7 number. So you have it like this. Subtract 54 from 61 is going to give us 7. And the counterpart is 52. Now group 8. This is group 8. This is the last two group 8 numbers that played. 35 and 89. Subtract 35 from 89 is going to give us 54. 54 plus of 9 will give us 63. So 63 is going to be the key factor to be subtracted from these numbers. When we subtract 63 from 35, it can give us group 8 number. So we have it like this. Subtract 63 from 89 to give us 26. The counterpart is 71. 71. 71. 71. You can see it there. Very good. Now, when you finish all this calculation, when you run the calculation for all the 9 groups, group 1, group 2, group 3, group 4, group 5, group 6, group 7, group 8, and group 9, you need to look closely around all the calculation. Now, you and I we are aware, you and I, we are aware that the difference between 28 and 82 is 54. Now, this 54, the counterpart of 54 is single 9, is 9. The counterpart of 54 is 9. So check whether you have the same 54 as in the difference for all the numbers that we have done. You see 54 here, 54 here, difference 54, difference 54, and difference 54. Very good. So 54, 54, 54. Let's check whether we have the 54 is counterpart around. Now, this is 27. It's not single 9. It's not a counterpart. It's not a counterpart. It's not a counterpart. It's not a counterpart. This is not a counterpart. It's not a counterpart. So that means 54 does not have any counterpart around. So now, if you don't have it like that, you look at the 54, whether they have similar endings alike in their calculations. So over here, this is 54. This is 54. So you see that we have, in this calculation, we have ending 4 and ending 9 in group 1. When we come to group 4, we see ending 4 and ending 9. So that means group 4 and group 1 are similar. They have similar calculation as in endings. Similar calculations as in endings. Ending 4, ending 4, ending 9, ending 9. Very good. Let's compare this 54. You can see that this 54 has ending 6 and ending 1. It does not match with this. So it does not match. These are similar, but this is different. This is different. This calculation, it has ending 6 and ending 1. It is not the same as these endings. So you leave this calculation and focus on these two calculations. Very good. So keep this one in mind. Let's look again. We have difference 27. Let's check whether we have another difference 27 in the calculation. No, 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 no. So we don't have any similarity with the calculation that has same difference of 27. Let's check whether we have another 18. This is 18. This is 18. Now let's check their similarity as in the calculation. So over here you see ending 5 and ending 0 in group 5. In group 6 we have ending 0 and ending 5. So these one two are similar. They are similar in endings. They are similar in endings after the calculation. Very good. So you keep 50, single 5, 60, and 15 in mind. The next calculation is group 7. It has difference of 45. Now let's check whether we have a difference 45 again around. This is not 45. So 45 too has no comparison. So what do? You compare this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. These are what you are going to stick. Now, to simplify it, between ending 9 and ending 4, which one comes first, as in arithmetic, or as we are reading 1, 2, 3? When you are reading 1, 2, 3, or when you are counting 1, 2, 3, when you are counting 1, 2, 3, that's the word. When you are counting 1, 2, 3, 4 comes before 9. So you keep 4. So you write 4 and you leave the 9. Here too, 4 comes when you are counting 1, 2, 3, 4 comes before 9. So you keep the 4 and leave the 9. Here also, when you are counting 0 from 0 to 10, or from 0 to 100, you begin with 0 before you start with 5, before you reach 5. So you keep 50 and leave the ending 5. Over here too, you keep the 60 and leave the 5. If you can perm all, you can do that. But to simplify it, that's what I'm showing you. So you are going to bet on 60, 50, single 4, and 64. So you have it here. You bet on single 4, 64, 50, and 60. So let's see the draw. This is the draw. This is international draw. So we won with 50, single 4 arrive. 50 and single 4 drop live from the draw. International. You can check international lotto. Current result. You will see it. This is Ghana International. Very good. Let's move to Alpha Monday. This is Alpha Monday. The calculation still continues. Group 1, Group 2, Group 3, Group 4, Group 5, Group 6, Group 7, Group 8, and Group 9. And Group 9. Very good. Now, you do the same thing as I show you in the previous draw. You run the calculation for Group 1, for Group 2, for Group 3, for Group 4, for Group 5, for Group 6, for Group 7, for Group 8, and for Group 9. Now, this is what we have as their difference. Difference 27, difference 36, difference 72, difference 9, difference 45, difference 45, difference 63, and difference 54, and difference 27. Very good. Now let's check from group 1. This is difference 27. Let's see whether we have another difference 27 and see whether the calculation have similar endings. 27. Now the counterpart of 27 is 72. This is 72, but it has no calculation. So you leave it. So let's see whether we have another 27 around. There's no 27 matching. Okay, we have it here. It has ending 4 and ending 9. Ending 7 and ending 2. They are not the same. They are not the same. So it cannot work. This has ending 1 and ending 6. Whereas this one has ending 4 and ending 9. Ending 7 and ending 2. It cannot work. So you leave it. Now, let's check difference 36. Whether I have another difference 36 around. No difference 36. So that one you leave it. You go to group 4, difference 9. Let's see whether we have another difference 9 around. No difference 9, no difference 9, no difference 9, no difference 9, no difference 9. But difference 9 here, its counterpart is 54. It's 54, 54. So check whether we have another 54 around. 54, 54. Yes, 54. So look at their calculations endings. We have ending 1, ending 6 here, ending 1 and ending 6. Perfect match. Perfect match. Perfect match. You can see the ending 1 and ending 6. This is group 4 and this is group 8. This is endings 9 and sorry, difference 9 and difference 54. The counterpart of this difference 9 is 54. So group 4 and group 8 has a perfect match. So now watch closely. We have ending 1 here, ending 6. Ending 1 here, ending 6. So you keep this calculation in mind. Now this is difference 45. Difference 45. Let's see whether the calculation have the same endings alike. No endings alike. No endings alike. So this one too, you leave it. Difference 63. Do we have another difference 63? No. No difference 63 here. The counterpart is 18. Let's see whether we have difference 18 around. no difference, 18. So you see that in all, it is these two that matches. These two that has similar endings as in calculation. So now you keep these four numbers: 31, 76, 26, and 71. But then when you're counting 1, 2, 3, 1 comes before 6. So your two direct over here should be 31, 71. So you bet on 31, 71. Let's see the draw. So you see draw, alpha draw. 71 came to winning live and 31 went to machine. 71 came live to winning, 31 went to machine. Like Monday would have won two direct, two direct, two direct. So this is what I wanted to show you this morning. You can try it for today, Friday bonanza national, and do it every day. The more you do it, the more revelation will be coming to you. Thank you very much for your attention this morning. I hope it is very clear. It is simple and very clear. All you need to do is to take your time on every draw. Take your time and run the calculation for all the 9 groups. You will see similarity as in their differences and the endings that you have for the calculation. Thank you very much. We need knowledge. Knowledge of the game helps. It will cause us to win and win big. May God bless our homeland Ghana and make our nation great and strong. The name still remains Togbi Ashali. If you want to get to me for further clarification, you can call me on 024 39 81034. This is a system that I am following. So please don't rush. Take your time. Listen to the video over and over again and practice it yourself. It's a system that is working. You can see live to direct here. You can see it there. You can see it there through calculation. You can see it there. It works. It drops. You can see international own also. The 4 numbers. It dropped 2 numbers from it. So this is powerful. Take your time and study it, and it will help you. Thank you.